Fife Flyers TV, sponsored by the Bay Hotel, Fife's premier wedding venue.
Well, we started pretty rough with the Challenge Cup, bowing out in the group stage. That was very disappointing. But, with the start of the season, we had, really erased people's minds of what kind of happened in that Challenge Cup. And we had such a great start to the season. We had a taste of what it was like to be at the top. Not just for a week or so. We were challenging up there for a good few months, and then things out of our control, some things under our control that steered us in the wrong direction. Whether it was our own personal play, our commitment to the games and doing the little things. Or injuries, suspensions, things like that just kind of really derailed the season. I think as a group we came together and started to play some hard effort hockey after the Christmas break there, and really found our identity again. But it didn't help that injuries and suspensions started to hamper us down the stretch there, and we gave it a good run in the playoffs. With a tie game going into Nottingham, but we just didn't have the gas to get it done on the Sunday there. And I wasn't disappointed with our effort, especially the last few months of the season. The guys gave it their all. Some guys were playing unbelievable minutes, and I was proud of all the guys in that dressing room. What are my expectations for next season? Well, getting that taste of being at the top, at the start of last season, that's something that, we need to strive for right from the beginning again. We need to give ourselves a good start, and hopefully, a lot of things go right for us throughout the season. We can stay healthy, that's the main thing. And, you never know what can happen. I'm excited to see the team that Todd and Hutch are, putting together. We've had very good teams throughout the years, some on paper where people are like, this is going to be, a top-end team, and maybe we faltered a bit, and a year where, on paper maybe we weren't the strongest, but, we had one of the best seasons for the Flyers in the AHL era. So I'm really excited for next season. I can't wait to see what kind of team we put together. Obviously getting to work with the guys and, starting to build chemistry and all that. It's a couple months away, and I'm going to be really excited to get myself over there. I'm sure all the guys are going to be excited to get over there, and for the new guys that are going to be playing in front of those Fife fans. What drives me as a hockey player? Well, I've been playing the game since I was, 5 or 6 years old. I was never one of the highly touted guys, growing up. I was, always had to work hard to make the teams, and I was a smaller guy also in a big man's game, especially when I was younger. I had to do a lot of things to, separate myself from the other guys. And sometimes I didn't get the recognition that I thought I deserved. And so I've kind of been always trying to prove people wrong. That's kind of a big thing for me. I had a great season my first year in Europe. And then things just didn't fall into place for me. I found myself in the EPL, and people kind of just said, you're done going to that league. You're either going to stay there or never come out, and your hockey career is basically done. And I was given an opportunity from Todd, and I felt I've hit the ground running, and I've taken that opportunity and shown what I can still do, on a top level. The IHL has gotten better each year I've been here, and from what I heard of it before I even arrived here, of how far it's come along now, and being recognized, and for me to be able to be a point of game player in the league is something that keeps driving me. I want to keep improving and keep proving those people wrong that have doubted me. So that's definitely probably the main thing that drives me, and also just the love of the game. Wouldn't be playing it still if I didn't enjoy it. Make so many good friends, and that's those are the main things and reasons why I play the game of hockey still. How am I preparing for next season? for the first bit that I'm home, it's just about getting things healed up. It was a long season, 60 games, the longest of my time in the IHL. And, it felt even longer with some of the minutes that myself and, others were playing down the stretch there. So it was good to let things heal. Also, the weather's been unbelievable in Vancouver, so getting out on the golf course and doing that kind of stuff that you're not really able to do throughout the season with such a rigorous schedule. And also playing some pickup football games with some friends. Back home, I love to kick the ball around, and that's kind of some of the things I like to do early on. And then once the summer starts to get going, obviously get back in the gym. At my age, I kind of know what I got to do to get myself ready. And being in the Vancouver area, there are so many, pro players that are skating throughout the summer. There are some very, very high-end pro skates that I am lucky enough to get out there for, and I think that really prepares me for the season. So I'm looking forward to getting back out on the ice, and working on some things that I want to improve on for next year. And I'll be ready to go come puck drop and, when our training camp starts before our preseason games. What would I tell a potential teammate about joining the Fife Flyers? Firstly, it would have to be playing in front of the fans in Kirkcaldy. They're so enthusiastic and emotional, and I can tell you from hearing from other players that have played against us how hard it is to play in our arena as an opposing player. It puts a smile on my face knowing what they go through having to play us, especially when we're playing hard, and working our butts off, that, the rink's going to be behind us 100%. And that's one of the biggest things about playing for the Fife Flyers. Another thing would be how well you get treated away from the rink, especially with our living situation and our team vehicles. It's second to none, and that's one of the big things as well about coming to the Fife Flyers. You're not having to chase down your money. You've heard some of the horror stories throughout Europe of guys having to chase their money down, threatening not to play because they haven't been paid. That's one thing you just don't have to worry about at all here. You can just concentrate on playing hockey and enjoying yourself and being submersed, within the city of Kirkcaldy. Also, playing for Todd and Hutchie, they're such a balanced duo, and, they really balance each other out. They are, really players, coaches, and they're there for us through everything. So they're a big reason for what I would say, potential player coming to the Flyers would be. And out of those two, I'll let you guys guess who you think the bad cop is. Any other messages for the fans? Like I stated before, I am so excited to see the team unfold throughout the offseason with all the signings. I can't wait to see the full team come together and get to Kirkcaldy and meet all the guys and get to work and get started. Also, it's going to be an absolute honor to play in front of the Fife Flyers fans. For my fourth season, it's something I never would have thought I'd be saying after my first season. And, I'm very lucky to be back in Kirkcaldy, and I cannot wait to get things started. There's nothing like the hockey season. Although, it's nice to see family and friends when you're back home. But, I live for hockey, and I can't wait to get going again. Look forward to seeing you all again, and have a good rest of your summer. And we'll see you in August.